Hello friends, welcome back to another financial analysis for my predictions for NVIDIA and the forex prediction that I made about the euro against the dollar. Today is February 10 and we'll cover some of the days that happen in this week and some of what could happen in the next few days. So given that this is the only market day for the week, we can only cover and go back to the 7th and maybe the 6th of February. I already covered this in previous videos, so really the 7th was a complete range, just like I anticipated, guys. Right here you have the yellow circle right here, 6 to 7. Even parts of the 6th of February also were in range. But it's really the 7 that really it's basically the entire day is a range. Remember guys, the yellow circles always represent either range or volatility, okay? In some cases, depending on how the stock or the forex pair or whatever is doing, we can expect more range than volatility. For example, in NVIDIA, it's not really quite usual to see a lot of volatility, so really the best indicator for only volatility is when you have a day shared by opposite energies, such as for example right here on the 5th of February, this right here is the day, was much more active than for example today. Okay, so for example on the 7th. Now for today we have a complete surprise. The price jumps in the first hour and just stays in range, goes to bed and does nothing basically. But it's this massive jump that it's undeniable. It was a green day, complete surprise. I was expecting a red Monday, so it's good news that NVIDIA is recovering. There's really an incentive for NVIDIA to get back on track, because even though we have many cryptocurrencies suffering right now, we have stocks like NVIDIA just going ballistic upwards. Okay, look at this. It's recovering massively. Since the start of February to the current position, we're talking about almost 20% recovery in the span of barely a week of working trading days, even less than that. So it's quite a very strong response to the amazing and just unbelievable crash that we saw on the days of January, on the last days, which by the way I told you it will be very volatile days. So it's recovering now. The projection right here, which by the way, this projection is an indicator, a custom indicator that I made, inspired by many other indicators. I basically, with the help of ChatGPT, I made a custom personal indicator, so it can maybe track some of the days coming through for the next. Right here the indicator is stretching to 3 market days, something like that. I don't really use it because it's not that accurate in my opinion, but it's pretty good to see, maybe to give us an idea of how the price can go, okay? So the indicator shows it that tomorrow it could be a very volatile day and possibly a correction. Okay, it will be indeed a very volatile day. We have right here the 11th marked with opposite energies, the green and the red. So that, of course, just like I told you, signifies volatility. So yeah, it could be a very volatile Tuesday. After that, I think this could actually be the start of another uptrend. The projection is telling me that it's going down, but really I think that because we have this green circle right here and the other one right here on the 13th, we're talking about potential uptrends for consecutive days. So if that does happen, we can maybe see the price recover and maybe go back to the position prior to the crash on the 27th. Okay, it will take basically around 5% in total. So those 2 days, especially if we got a very volatile tomorrow, it can happen. But for that to happen, we need to see maybe 2 consecutive green days, which is possible, just like I showed you. It's possible. Finally, it will maybe crash on the 14th. It's very, very telling that it's the last day of the week, and it's also inside a danger zone right there. So there's that. But yeah, let's see what really goes on, if the projection is right. But I think it's going upwards. So yeah, that's all I have for NVIDIA. Let's take a look at the forex chart. Okay, so the euro is getting weaker. We already see that Trump is beginning to target Europe. He already said something of the likes of he'll put tariffs on many other countries, including Europe. I think he actually forced Europe to strike a deal on some products or services. I don't know. I just recall very, very dimly that news. But yeah, the euro is weakening. We can see that, for example, right here, which is today, the 10th of February, was a very kind of undecided day, especially in the first hours. You can see that it stays basically in a range. This is hard to track. This in range is where usually people actually lose more money, because lots of fake signals, and really it's starting to go down. The price is starting to go down, and if it keeps going down, it closes red, it will be a red day. So it was in the book right here, but at the same time was also expected to be way more volatile. So maybe it was only for the first 6 hours, something like that. But yeah, so far it's trending downwards, slowly but surely. Now for tomorrow we can expect maybe a green day, a recovery of some sorts. But judging by these powerful corrections right here, it's looking really kinda bleak, kinda difficult to actually see that. For example, we did see a green 9 of February, just like I told you. It was also expected to be very volatile. It was not the case that much, but at least it was a green day. But for the 10, we see a correction, going downtrend after staying in range for most of the day. So the projection tells me that it can go even lower in another kind of range fashion. Let's see about that, because the prediction that I have here, it's telling me that it's going upwards. So yeah, for the 13 and 14 we can maybe expect some another pumps, another uptrends. But if it really is a red month for the euro, like it's beginning to actually look like, it could be that many of the green circles will not play out. So we'll have to see. But yeah, this right here, this movement starting around the 5 of February, just like I told you. Look at this inside a red box, continuing downwards on the 7 right here, extreme correction, powerful, you know the drill. Yeah, it's looking difficult for the euro to change direction. If it does, it has to happen on any of these green circles. Maybe tomorrow could be the start. But for the next week, I'm actually thinking, and it's going to be worse than this one. So we'll need to be careful about this, because if it does happen, guys, if you trade forex, if you're trading this forex pair, it may be a better way to actually only put short positions. Okay. Anyways, that's all I have for you. Remember to also watch my crypto predictions. You'll see that if you have NVIDIA prediction going up, most of the crypto market it's going down. So it's quite a divergence right here. So yeah, if you see this, go check my crypto channel. It's very, very good. It's very good stuff. I'm going to bring a lot of material to both of these channels. Lots of good projects awaiting this. So yeah, I invite you all to subscribe, share, and like, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care.